Hello and welcome to another United Way Partner Spotlight. Today I am sitting down with Carrie and Heather from Florence, Crittenton. How are you doing, ladies?
Good.
Doing well. How are you?
Thanks so much for coming out.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Now, I know that Florence Crittenton is such an integral part in the community that a lot of people probably think they know what you do, but can you give us just a quick rundown of what you all are about?
Sure. Yeah, we've been here for a long time, 122 years.
That is a long
That's
time.
a long time. Yeah, we're really proud to be part of this community for so long. The organization really, at its whole, is focused on providing support and healing opportunities and growth for families that just need a little extra support so that they can grow and thrive and build productive lives here in our community and across the state. We do that in 3 different service areas. The one that we're probably most well known for is our residential programs, which serve very young moms, and then our other program that serves moms working through substance use recovery and their children. So those are our probably our flagship, I would say, programs. And then we also have our community-based services, which provide parenting classes, home visiting, and supportive visitation models for families just within the community and within our residential programs. And those are for families just needing, a little extra support, don't need that level of residential care. And then, of course, we have our child care programs, which serve children 0 to 5. And that program, again, kind of intersects with both the community and our residential program. So really, over the years, we've just tried to build a continuum of care for those families with really young children so that they can enter and exit programs as they see fit for the individual needs of their family.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A lot going on over there. It's not surprising that you've outgrown your facilities and had to buy a new building.
We have. We outgrew our facilities probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Goodness.
And have just been kind of making it work, leasing different space around town. And, we found this really incredible opportunity about a year ago. A lot of people know of the old Cooney campus, as we like to refer to it, down on the northwest side of town. And, in a search for looking for more space for childcare, we kind of happened upon the campus coming up for sale last January, and we started looking at it and really started to realize and put pen to paper and realize that really moving into a single campus was the most operationally and programmatically efficient and effective way to continue moving forward. So a lot of luck and a lot of amazing people working on it, and we were able to close on the building December of 2021. So we're just getting in there, and now comes the fun part.
It's exciting times, and it gives everybody
Yeah.
like a one-stop shopping. We don't have to sit there and go, okay, we need to talk to Florence Crittenton. But which Florence Crittenton? There's 6 buildings?
Yeah, we were, if you looked on Google Maps, we made a perfect triangle all the way across town. So yeah, we're working on getting down. Still in 2 locations now as we're working on renovations, but we're getting there.
Now, what does it mean to the community, the fact that you're getting into this new building?
Yeah.
Sure, it's going to have a large impact on our community that we're really excited to be able to offer. One of the biggest impacts will be an increase in our child care. That's a huge issue right now in the county and actually throughout the country, but really being able to expand, I think almost double the number of spots we have in our preschool is going to be really a help to our community. And you mentioned the convenience factor. Having everything in one place is really going to make our operations more efficient. It's going to have when we're all done with the renovation, we'll have a huge cost savings in those leases that Carrie was referring to. And so those dollars can go right back to our programs.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And probably make it easier too for, I'm sure you probably have instances, at least sometimes, where you've got a client that comes in and they go to the one building to get services, and you're like, okay, and now you need this, and so that means you have to go to
the other one.
Okay. And they get down there and they have to come back. And
Yeah.
now they're just all within one building being assisted. And
We will be when the renovation's complete.
Yes.
We will.
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal, is that they would be able to, again, kind of that continuum of services that we've tried to lay out for families. Now they will be able to access all in one location. And there's a lot of trust that's built with organizations and families, and so just having that feel that when they get there, they're kind of home, whether that is literally their home or if they're just accessing, day services or whatever it may be. It really is an opportunity for them to come onto a campus. What we really envision feeling is that when you kind of drive through that driveway, that you just feel a sense of calm and peace and, bright brightness to it. I mean, it's literally called Project Sunshine
Right.
so, for that reason.
Right.
But really just, we are trying to create an atmosphere where folks feel very, very comfortable.
And one added benefit about having the co-located services is we've been able to, there's 3 residences on the property in addition to the large building. And we've wanted to, for a long time, have a true transitional living opportunity for our clients. And with this acquisition, we've been able to do that. There's a duplex that allows for our clients to, once they're ready to leave the residential program, they have been kind of just ushered out into the community with, still doing the outpatient care and their treatment plans, but having them on campus still, just across the parking lot, has been wonderful. They're independent, and it gives them a chance to practice being 100% on their own, but if something does go sideways, we're literally a stone's throw away.
Still got that safety net going
Absolutely,
on.
and that's something it really lowers that 100-foot step to 10 or 12 or whatever the analogy would be. But that's been something that's been really fun to see the clients embrace that.
Yeah.
I do feel like I need to give a warning there, because I mean, as active as Florence Crittenton is and motivated as you all are, I got a feeling that the new building, you're going to be kind of like my wife and I. We have a couple of dogs, and we talk about that we need a bigger bed because of all the dogs, but we just know that means we're going to get more dogs, which means translates for Florence Crittenton more services. It's like we have all this space now. It's like okay, now let's do this. Let's do that.
Right. Well, and something Carrie mentioned too is that we have been needing more space for a very long time, and while we pride ourselves on being nimble and responding to the needs of the community, it's something that we pay really close attention to. One thing that we pride ourselves on is quality of care, and we won't put ourselves in a position where we have more clients than we can 100% take care of.
Yeah, and I've told a few folks along the way, I've said, kind of the idea of build it and they will come, we sort of built it and now we need a space to put it. So a lot of what we'll be focusing on is just getting all of that in co-located. And then, like you said, still being able to have that opportunity to look towards the future and say, okay, should we need to add? There is that capability. We wouldn't get in that space and not then be able to move forward.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, I know how active you already are in the community, how motivated that you ladies are, that I'm sure that it means an expansion in the future of the services you provide over even what you're doing now.
Right. And I think the creativity of how we provide services is the other piece. It felt a little bit when we started looking at it like a blank canvas. There's a lot of things within our programs we would like to do just a little bit differently that would bring a different angle to the services that we even provide now, and just limited by space and type of space. And so outdoor space is a huge component for this too, being able to have really wonderful outdoor space and offering a lot of experiential pieces just even on our own campus. So just so much opportunity when we look at being able to cut away some of those operational challenges and be able to focus just on service.
Now I heard you mention Project Sunshine. How does that fit into the whole puzzle?
Project Sunshine is, as Carrie alluded to, the name of the campaign, and the reason it's called Project Sunshine is because of the light and the brightness of the physical property itself, the building. Every room has a window, and we were just standing in one of the offices there, looking out the window, bathing in this sunlight, and it just dawned on us that the correlation between sunshine, and what we are working to provide for our families, really, they go hand in hand. We want to provide strength and warmth and healing, a brightness, and so that's why it was named Project Sunshine. And like Carrie said, on December 10th, we closed on the property. Now comes the renovation piece. And while there's a lot about that Cooney property that's just right for what we need right now, there's a lot that's not. And so we started, March 1st was our official launch of campaign, Project Sunshine capital campaign, and it's been going really, really well. It's been fun to see people. Just today we had a very generous donation come in through the website, which is projectsunshine.info.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
but you're right. It's like it doesn't matter how good you move into a new house. There's going to be something that's got to be tweaked to make it fit your needs and not the previous owner's needs.
Absolutely.
And really, what we're doing is converting what was an office building into multiple, like a multiple family home. Really, we'll have 14 clients on the top floor.
Right.
If memory serves, and the preschool's almost done because we moved in the summer, but we need to finish that renovation, and then we'll go up to the top floor where our clients, our residential clients, will be staying, and then finish with the administrative offices in the middle.
I think, yeah, what's been exciting about the renovation piece is we've started to dig into plans and doing some of that was the bones of that building are in such fantastic shape that when we're looking at renovations, we're not talking about infrastructure of wiring and, you know, ripping main walls out and putting in new plumbing. We're truly looking at renovations that are solely programmatic based, which, I mean, you just don't very often get something like that where you're not looking at having to go all the way down to the bones. That's been done before we got there, and we're so grateful for that piece. So every ounce of you know, funding and renovation we're putting in is solely to make this the best programmatic space for our clients. So that makes it a really exciting project.
Now, what can the community do to help make this dream come true for you guys?
Yeah, boy, lots.
There's lots to do. The biggest, probably most important, is just capital. We need your support financially for this project to really take off. Take a look at the website projectsunshine.info. There's lots more information about the project itself and some details, and you can kind of dig in as much as you want to there. Volunteering when we get to that point for projects like. We had some help building a fence for our preschool this summer. There'll be lots of opportunities there. Corporate support, there's a huge opportunity right now for local businesses to get involved, both from a donation perspective of in-kind goods and services to partnering with us on sponsoring this project. You can host a party at your house to get friends and family together now, especially now that COVID's laxing a little bit. Getting folks together for fundraisers is another opportunity. We have a kind of sub-campaign called 1,000 Thank Yous. And it's where you can buy a brick for $1,000. We hope to sell 1,000 of them and to literally and figuratively pave the way to success for the clients and families that we serve. And all of it can be found on projectsunshine.info.
I've seen some places that do the brick thing and they have all the bricks wind up etched and.
Yep, you can say whatever, just about whatever you want to say.
Etching the bricks, and we're going to have some samples around town, some businesses that are going to be displaying those. But yeah, such a neat way to be able to honor, memorialize family, and we're really excited about it. And then to be able to go to a place where you can see that and have that.
And it becomes a permanent part. You know, it can 10, 20 years down the road, people will still be able to go by those bricks and the supports will still be memorialized.
Right. It's a great way to honor and memorialize members of your family or really close friends. It's a great way. You know, it can be a lot. $1,000 can be a lot. So for a lot of families, so going in on it with friends and having all your names on it. There's lots of different ways to get creative. And if you are a business looking to purchase a brick, we can do logos fairly easily. It's, the more simple the logo, the easier it'll reproduce, but that's a possibility too. So it's you can kind of say whatever you want to say.
Now, some people are not necessarily in a position to financially support, but still have a heart and want to be able to help you guys out. What would there might be for somebody like that?
Lots of volunteer opportunities for sure. Spreading the word when you see something that we've posted, or you hear something, or you see a news article, sharing it broadly would be very
that's awesome.
Appreciative.
Like, share, all of those things. That word of mouth and just that feeling of enthusiasm is contagious throughout the community. So the more it's talked about, the more it's shared, the more that we can pass information and education on is so valuable. And there's always continued volunteer opportunities just within our programs right now. We're still operating all of our programs at 100%, while we're going through this renovation. And so there's still tons of opportunities as COVID is starting to release and we're able to go back to having folks come in from the outside. Such great opportunities there.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, ladies.
Yes, thanks for having us.
And thank you also for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time for another United Way Partner Spotlight. Have a great day. Bye-bye.